Hey hookers, it's me Ashley the Happy Hooker, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you how to do a double crochet. Now the double crochet is a very popular stitch as it's one of the basic fundamental stitches and works up very quickly. So what I'm going to do today is show you how to work it and how to chain and turn your work to make sure you have nice straight lines. So the first step into a double crochet is you're going to take your yarn from the back and loop over, yarn over. You're going to see the little divots, like there's a little gap underneath. There's a little gap at the top part and there's a gap in the bottom. We're going to want to go right at the top, this little gap right there. We're going to insert our hook and we're going to yarn over to grab the yarn, bring it from the left to the right of your work, and you're going to pull through. Now you should have 1, 2, 3 loops on your hook. You're going to wrap your yarn again around your hook, and you're only going to bring it through the first 2 loops. You're going to leave this last one alone. So you're going to bring it through 1, 2 loops. Now you're going to yarn over again. Make sure your yarn is nice and hooked. And you're going to bring it through the last 2. Why it's called a double crochet? Because you're doing it twice. So that's a double crochet. We're going to do it again, okay? You're going to yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over again, bring your yarn through. Now you're only going to do 2 loops. You're going to yarn over again, crochet 1. You're going to yarn over again, make sure you're hooked, and go through the other 2. Crochet 2, so double crochet. Yarn over, pull through, and then yarn over, pull through the first 2, yarn over again. Now what we're going to want to do is just keep going until we hit the end. And you'll see this is a stitch that you could probably do in your sleep once you master it. A lot of people use this stitch when they're starting out, when making a blanket, a scarf, a hat, all because it works quick. And doesn't really require too much counting. All right, so we're heading into the last 2 stitches. You can tell it's the last 2 because there are 2 stitches left. So yarn over. And again, the magic number for me for double is 2, right? You go through first 2 loops, you go through 2 loops, and you do that twice. Now, you're going to have this right here, the last one, right? Last double crochet. So since your magic number for a double crochet is 2, I chain 2. 1, 2. I will turn my work. I have 2 here, and then I'm just going to put it in the first gap, the first stitch. That'll be your first stitch. First stitch on the row. You see the gap? Yarn over the first 2, the first 2, and you're going to keep going. Now what's going to happen is that some patterns will say chain 3 and turn. Some will say chain 2 and turn. This varies pattern to pattern. And there's usually a reason for the madness, I guess they can call it. So you'll have to look out at the pattern. If it says chain 3, then you're going to want to chain 3. I prefer chain 2 because I find it much neater. I find it keeps the ends a little bit neater. The bottom is usually always a little rounded, but if you do chain 2, it'll keep it up there. I'll show you what a chain 3 can look like. It has a bit of a bigger gap on the end. And like I said, some patterns that's fine. In other patterns, not always necessary. I like to keep my gaps as little as possible. And until I have all these fur balls everywhere, I just made some pom-poms. Now I'm going to show you what a chain 3 on the end looks like, and then you can choose what you prefer, a chain 2 or a chain 3, and I definitely recommend you experiment with it. So I just did a chain 3 versus a chain 2, and I put it to my first stitch. Then you can kind of see there's a bit of I try to keep the chain 3 and the chain 2 on each side. I find chain 3 has a bit of more of a gap than the chain 2. The chain 2 I find definitely more straight than the chain 3, if that makes any sense. Now you can keep going. You're going to make actually a pretty nice scarf with this, but that's the basic of double crochet. If you have any questions, you can find me on social media pretty easily. I'm either on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, YouTube, all with the username of Ashley the Happy Hooker, all one word. And of course you can find me on my website at ashleythehappyhooker, all one word.com. Hope this was informative. Have a good day and happy hooking. Bye-bye.